it can feel very unfamiliar to completely drop the story that you have been telling yourself up in your mind about who you are, about who you are becoming, of how your life looks like. It's scary because it's unknown. It's scary because you are dropping into the unfamiliar. And your body might contract when you do this, which is very natural. Because a part of you doesn't trust that if you let go, you will be held. That if you let go, you will actually rise into your calling, into who you are meant to be. So instead you walk around holding up a facade or a story about who you are becoming, and what your life looks like. What if you would drop all of those three and really tune into what's here and now? Where you stop relate to yourself as something and start to be yourself instead. Being yourself and having an idea of who you are is two different things. The idea of who you are is nothing more than a mental construct, keeping you from fully experiencing yourself as the rich and magical being that you are. Being yourself, on the other hand, is when you really drop down into yourself. It's this feeling of homecoming. It's this feeling of not having any problems at all in your life, because they dissolve, because you realize that the only reason you had problems was because you held up an idea of how your life should look like, who you think that you are. When you let all of that go, you rise, you come forth, who you truly are. And it's the most natural thing to experience, because it is when you realize that you didn't need to strive for anything. You didn't need to reach for anything. You were already here. And from this foundation, everything is built. The life of your dreams. The most radiant expression of you will come forth when you no longer strive. When you drop the tactics. When you really allow yourself to become vulnerable and present and here and now. And that can feel scary for the identity that you've been carrying around, because this means the end of that conceptual picture of yourself. And instead, you start to breathe yourself in a much deeper way. This is when you no longer are in control. It's when you let go fully. It's to jump off the cliff and have faith that you will land in a safe way. You can't know if you will. The part of you that has been claiming the role as you, the identity that you have held so tightly, will be very confronted, will be very scared. And this is the indication that you are holding a false identity. It's when you jump and you let go that you naturally land in your own heart, where you naturally rise, where everything that you create from this state of being becomes effortless, because you have stopped to try, you have stopped to figure it all out, and instead you're just being yourself. And this is the biggest exhale you can ever experience, because this is when you come home to you, where you no longer pretend, where you no longer hold up a facade. And sometimes we just need that reminder, that reflection, so that we can recognize that we have been playing a role in our own life that is not true, that is not the most expansive expression. Instead, it's to live in a small cage and to drop into yourself is like dropping into the ocean, no longer being a separate wave, and instead you just feel whole and complete. You feel whole within yourself. You feel the wholeness of the world, of the cosmos within yourself, at the same time as your individuality is even stronger than ever. Because when you really drop down into yourself, you're becoming more real, more relatable, and even more yourself than ever. Your uniqueness comes through. At the same time as you sense this universal presence of being, and both of them are playing at the same time, making you stand out with your unique textures. And when you live from here, you realize that you have nothing to strive for anymore. And this doesn't mean that your life will not unfold, that you will stop to experience nice things or stop to care. It means that you no longer are attached to them. It means that you are feeling whole and complete within yourself as you are in this moment, that you don't need to get anywhere anymore. And instead you can see the beauty in everything when you walk around. And as you do, you will find yourself in circumstances and situations that is to your favor, where your financial struggles suddenly goes away by themselves, where your sense of being and the way that you want to live will suddenly arrive in front of you, that feels good for you, where you feel more love for the people around you, and you feel more appreciated than ever before. You feel more connected to people around you and to yourself. So you are becoming more human through letting go of the identity that you are this kind of person, and instead you just drop into your being. That's when you come alive. That's when you become even more relatable. When you become magnetic. When you start to share the gifts that are given to you in your unique way, without even trying, because there is nothing more to try or strive for. So therefore you're just naturally being yourself, and through this naturalness, everything you want in your heart will come to you. Even if it's shallow things, it's still meant for you because it resonates with you. And this is when you become the creator of your own reality. And this is not about mental concepts like trying to find yourself in a specific way so that you can get a specific result. It's rather to let go of everything and trust. And through that trust in life, everything you naturally want wants you as well, and will find you a lot easier when you no longer hold the resistance to it. Life naturally wants to support you. Life is naturally abundant, and abundance will find the ones who are open to receive it. So the question is, do you allow yourself to receive the gifts that wants to come to you? And this is when life gets very intimate and interesting, because you're no longer playing a role. You're letting go of that facade. You're dropping into who you are. You let go of worry. You let go of your problems, and instead you start to experience the richness within yourself. And the more you feel that richness, tap into that richness that is already here, the more you will experience in the external world as well. It will become a direct mirror for you. Life is meant for you, not against you. So even in the difficult times, just trust that it's for you, and that everything that you feel challenged about in your life situation that might be very hard on the surface is actually meant to purify you. It's meant to just wash away the layers, the roles that you have been playing, so that you can fully be yourself. So therefore, everything that you think is against you is actually here for you, so that you can finally just let go. And sometimes we just need that external push. A traumatic event or something that really shakes us to our core. This is when we just surrender, because there's nothing more to protect. And this is when we become honest with ourselves. And this is the way to really experience the intimacy that life has to offer here and now. And it takes some bravery to just walk out in the dark. And instead of grasping to something, instead of searching for something, we just land in ourselves. And when we land, we don't need to search anymore, because we have found something that is way more real than anything else. And this is when we come home to ourselves. So that was the message for today. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.